Hello everyone, I am Phoenix Tremaine and this is my review of the Have and Have Nots. I'm going to try to pump this video out for you and get it out to you tonight. Usually because of the whole process I got to go through with this camera, I usually can't get it out to the next day, but I'm going to try something different. Tonight I'm going to watch the show live. Like now it's 8:59, it's about to come on. And every commercial break, I'll, give you the highlights like I used to do on Facebook. Every commercial I run to the computer and give a blow by blow. Oh, this happened, that happened on Scandal or How to Get Away with Murder or any of Empire, any of my favorite shows. And I'm going to do that now with the Have and Have Nots. But I want to take a minute to thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please subscribe. And because I'm like addicted to my views, so I'm like always like, it's like crack. You just can't help yourself. You just gotta see, try to crack that formula of what people like and what people don't like. So, I see some of my videos are low views, and some of my videos have like 8,000 and 22,000 views. So, I really want to see what it is that you like. So please like, subscribe. If you want to, you can friend me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. That'll all be in the box of information below. You'll see all my links there. The show is starting, so let's get to it. I'll see you on the first commercial. Hey y'all, this is commercial number 1. And I read what was going to happen, but it's not the same as seeing it. Because Have and Have Not usually fuck their scenes up. It's usually some bootleg bullshit. But that was actually a really good scene. Benny is Billy Badass right now. He fucked Quincy up. And, he found out where the son is. And I'll probably give you the spoiler at the end of what's going to happen in the next episode or two, which will probably catch you off guard. But I'll say at the end, so you can watch the video without feeling like I spoiled you. I'll say, spoiler alert, this is going to happen. But, yeah, Benny fucked Quincy up. He flipped the car over. He had a seatbelt on. He fucked up Quincy's seatbelt. And then, he beat him up, found his wallet, where, found out that the kid was with his sister. And then he put some drugs on Quincy, called the ambulance pretending to be Quincy, said he was in an accident, and walked the fuck off. That was good. So far so good. Have and Have Nots is not disappointing. Now, you all know I've been bitching about this. Every other episode is bad. I like the first one, didn't like the second one. I like the third one, didn't like the fourth one. I think the last one was the fifth one. I liked it. Which means this one I should hate. But so far, so good. Good work, Tyler Perry. Keep up the good work. Now, let's see what happens when this commercial goes off. Okay, it's the next commercial, and not really feeling this commercial break as much as the other one, where, we had Billy Badass beating up Quincy, who rolled away into the woods so that the police couldn't find him. They found the drugs, but they didn't find Quincy, who was hiding, but, still looking hurt. And so he got away. Then we get Candace on the plane with the rich guy. Still can't remember his name. Excuse me. And, I actually like the scene of showing the plane and the clothes, and they're trying to show opulence. I noticed this. The influence is Empire. So Tyler Perry's got it, so he's flunked it a little bit. The scene does seem a little hollow, meaning, you've got the plane, you've got a couple of extras, but there's no movement and activity to really bring the scene to life. And I want to do a footnote. I keep trying to remember to say on my Hollywood Divas review how good the music is. And I say that because the music in the Have and Have Nots is mediocre. That it sounds like some royalty-free stuff, that doesn't. I don't like the music. You know, it's like old school soap, but not rich. I don't know if you're a musician, you know what I'm talking about. It's very hollow feel, and it doesn't bring the scene to life. The last scene that they showed was Jeffrey telling his father that he got Melissa pregnant. He kept saying his mother was evil. I started to get upset because they started doing that scene too long and saying the same thing over and over again. And, you know, there's a certain way Tyler Perry writes where a person says something like Candace did it with the rich guy, where he said, oh, you're not, I was going to leave you. She's like, no, you're not. You know, but it's the way that it's done that it doesn't roll off the tongue well. And then it happened again with Jeffrey, his father. You know, the way they were speaking, the middle of that conversation got to the point where it was a little unreal, if that makes sense. It just wasn't rolling off the tongue well. And then the actors picked it up and then it got better. So that's the next commercial. And this commercial here, I don't know if you can see. I'm sure you can see. But that commercial kind of trips me out because I have a show called Taboo. And my show Taboo, that's one of my lead actresses. She got this commercial that's, you know, been coming on for the last few weeks. So, Melissa, good for you. You know, keep up the acting work. And then I can't wait for them to see you on my show Taboo. But the show should be coming on in a minute. And yep, there it is. I will see you next commercial break. Okay, this commercial break, I'm not feeling this one either. It's okay. I mean, it's character development. We have Maggie coming in, like we saw in the trailer, asking David if Veronica would ever have an affair. And he's like, no, never. And a footnote to that is he was very happy to see her. I guess because Jeffrey was like, you two would be good together. So he actually was smiling and there was actually some sexual tension there. And then when she started talking about Veronica, it's like he lost his heart on and the tension went away. Candace joined the Mile High Club, which I assumed she would, and which means she screwed the white guy in the plane 40,000 feet in the air. And we had this scene with the diary. Now, footnote, I don't know who's getting the props, but when I grew up, diaries and for guys, journals were always thick, you know, and the daughter who got killed, her diary was very thin. And what I didn't like about this scene with Hannah and the mother was that they had to stop talking. Like I'm trying to. It's like a pause in between their words, in between that conversation. So Hannah says something, pause, and then Catherine says something, pause, and that's sort of what they've been doing since the show began. When this second half of the season 3 started, I thought that came to an end because people started talking normal. You know, when you watch a show like Empire or Scandal, they talk normal, like normal people. When you watch the Have and Have Nots, they have this sort of like, they pause when they speak. Like, are they giving the audience a chance to process the conversation? I don't know. But that was this commercial break. That brings us to the half-hour mark. But we all want to see Wyatt. What happened to Wyatt in jail? What's going on with Wyatt? It's a half an hour in and no Wyatt. Oh, here we go. Maggie and David. Another commercial break. Another boring few minutes of the Have and Have Nots. Nothing really happened. It was just one scene, which was David telling Jim telling David that that he locked Wyatt up in jail, but then they didn't switch to a scene showing Wyatt. Just let him know that he was safe and that they're trying to scare him into shutting the hell up. And David was happy with that plan. They touched on Candace, and they both had plans for Candace, and hopefully one of them would work. And then I'm saying this backwards because it started with Maggie. Maggie was letting them know they're up in the polls, and because of the daughter's death, there's a lot of sympathy. So they're actually up in the polls, and she set up an interview with him for the lady who couldn't get the interview before because the daughter died, and they're gonna set up a meeting with the DA at Jim's house. That's it. We learned that shit last episode, so that was just a waste of a few minutes of having our lots. Okay, we've reached another commercial. You see my excitement's going down, 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 down. It started off like, yeah, have lots, and now I'm like, we're at another commercial break. It's at the 9:45 mark, and essentially Catherine called Jim, said she found a diary. It's true that he raped their daughter Amanda. Do we need the scene? Because they already learned that from Candace. Jim said he was on his way to go get the professor, which never happened, and that he's still teaching at the college, so he's not in hiding. Then we have the scene with Candace with the investor guy, and I can sort of see the writing on the wall. He's going to get her to invest part of that $7 million or all of that $7 million or whatever she has left of it into something that's going to be some bullshit. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. He told her about the investment and said she didn't have enough money. Hint, hint. So we all know that Candace has the money to invest if she really wants to. She just blew $500,000 to give Benny that towing company. We also had a scene with Veronica where she was at the towing company, just like we saw in the trailer, and the private investigator was taking pictures of her for Maggie, and he doesn't know what she's doing, but Maggie said stay on her. That's it. You know, the excitement is gone. It started off really good, and now it's just going downhill from here. So I think the curse is back. So that I liked last episode, so then of course this episode I'm really leaning more towards not liking. You know, it's okay, but it's not like, you know, I hate to compare it to Empire, but Empire, you're like, yeah, you know, every scene is like, oh shit. And have-nots, they seem to like come back strong, but now they're falling back into old boring ass habits. So here we go. Live in Lasanda. I don't think I'll be watching that. Okay, so that's the last scene of the Have and Have-Nots. We got to see Benny get the kid back, and I don't understand why the sister who threatened him with a frying pan didn't actually use it, but that was the most exciting, one of the most exciting parts. Benny was the only thing that made this episode really good. I know that there was development with Candace and Oscar, and just a little bit moving forward with Jim and Catherine, and not a whole lot happened. We didn't get Veronica really in this episode, just that she managed to keep calling Benny until he agreed to meet with her the next day. We didn't get Wyatt in jail. We haven't really had any good scenes with Jeffrey. So this was pretty much the Candace Princess romance episode, but we do know it's going to go way, 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 way wrong, because she told him that this is sort of too good to be true. You're up to something. He took her to a private plane and to a fancy hotel, where he took her to the ballet and a carriage ride around Central Park. And, you know, he said he compared her to a dog. Said that he had a wounded pit bull who he nursed back to health, who loved him, and that he'll love Candace to death. I mean, that is some crazy fatal attraction type shit. You know, I don't ever want anyone to say, oh, I'm going to love you to death. No, the fuck you won't. That will be the last day we date. You know, if we're married, that's the day we get a divorce. You tell me that you're going to love me to death, I'm going to tell you, get the fuck out. This is my house. Gots to go. Because I own this bitch. So, you know, and I'm a firm believer, you know, in that. You know, I don't fuck around when it comes to like abuse or threats or anything like that. And it really ended with Benny bringing the grandson, Quincy Jr., to Hannah. And next episode, we're going to find out that I'm guessing he's got cracked ribs or something. She tries to give him a hug, and he ends up in the hospital. Social services is involved. It looks like he's on the phone with his mother, Candace. You know, he wants to see his mother. Social services, like, we can't release the kid, or it could be the hospital. And, you know, things are just like Catherine and Jim, they find the professor, and we don't know what's going to happen with that. But they also visit Wyatt in jail, and he's like, you can't leave me here. So we'll finally get, you know, more Wyatt. Melissa has moved into Jeffrey's apartment without his permission. And she's like, I live here now. And, you know, two men, you know, can't take care of a child. They can't have a baby. You know, I'll always have one up on you. I really hope this bitch has a miscarriage. I'm sorry, but I'm not really feeling that storyline. And that's pretty much it from what I can remember. The credits for next week, the trailer for next week. And so that's it. You know, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to me so you get my latest videos. Also, and I think in 2 days I'll be seeing Fantastic Four, so I'm going to review that movie. I went to see Mission Impossible. I'll probably review that. I'm contemplating it because it's like the weekend has already passed and it's the #1 movie, and a lot of people's already seen Mission Impossible. But Mission Impossible, I may do my review for that. My website is webseriesandmovies.com, where I also provide the latest entertainment news. So I entertainment news, web series, independent films. I'm a fitness trainer, so I have the health and fitness recipes, and you're gonna get some fitness videos on there, and you know, you're gonna get a lot, but you're gonna get a lot of entertainment news as well. My talk show, The Hard Truth, and it's just gonna be a lot on there. And I look forward to hopefully you know, coming to see my webpage and watching my web series and just enjoying what I do. And I'm gonna, as always, put a clip of one of my shows at the end of this video, and hopefully I will be seeing you. Like me on, or friend me, or like me on Facebook. You can do either one. LinkedIn, Instagram, all my Twitter, Tumblr, all my links are below. So feel free to do all of that too. And I always check my comments, you know, who subscribed to me, all that good stuff, you know, because this is me starting over. I did this last year, and then I ended up having to stop. But now I'm back, and I have some promising views on a lot of my videos. And I just look forward to getting back in the swing of things, and hope you enjoy my reviews and what I do. So have a good night, or a good day, or a good afternoon. I don't know when the hell you're watching this video. But whatever time of day it is for you, enjoy it, and enjoy this clip.
Alright, so my partner wants to, if I want to have freaky sex and my partner does not.
The other way around. What if your partner wants to have freaky sex and you don't?
Now if my partner wanted to have freaky sex and I didn't, that wouldn't be the case, so I can't really like work on that. So let's switch it around. If I wanted to have freaky sex and she didn't.
If she wanted to tie you up and spank you, would you be okay
See
with that?
now.
We're talking freaky sex.
I wouldn't know. Yeah, I'm not getting tied up.
See?
Why not?
There you go.
Why not?
There you go.
Well, it would take.
So what if she said, because that's the question, what if she wants to have freaky sex with you and you don't? So what if she wants to use a strap-on on you?
You taking it.
No, I have a friend who's a dominatrix and she said there's only 2 men that said no to a strap-on.